words.
The plaque is in the mail. I was going to give you Gooberman's, but
So, as I explained, I had maintained quite a blistering pace to get to assistant management. But just figure I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself first, for those of you who don't know me, if this is like your first time seeing me or whatever, and also kind of similar to Eric's story to show you guys why it is that I do this business. When I first started out, I grew up in a really small town, went to a really small school, and there was basically no opportunity where I grew up at. In case you guys did not know, past Frederick, there's 3 more counties that have more people in it that are from Maryland. I'm one of them. So, but yeah, there's not really any opportunity out there, you know? I mean, not unless you want to be like police officer, school teacher, construction worker. That's all you really got out there, and I didn't want to do any of that stuff. My mom's a teacher, my father's a construction worker, God bless them. I think they raised me right. But I wanted more out of life. So my first experience living outside of that area was I waited tables in Ocean City for 2 summers. And that was my first taste of not small town life. So needless to say, Ocean City for 2 summers, small town America, a little bit of a difference. So then I really knew I wanted to get out of there. So graduated school, and I had a couple buddies who lived downstate in Germantown, and they had gotten jobs right out of college at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. What a brilliant move. So, yeah, they're like, well, they're hiring, it's really fun, a bunch of young people, energetic, you're not stuck in an office all the time. I was like, sweet, all right, sounds good. That's my ticket out of Dodge, right? So I went down there, lived down in Germantown and Rockville for a while. I worked there for about 6.5 years, I believe, in total. It was a very good experience, taught me a ton of things, I got a lot from it. Moved up into management there and was doing really, really well. I was making about $80,000 a year, had a company car, get travel and entertainment expense, gas card, no need to pay for insurance. Life was good, you know? And my last 2 years, though, that I was there, I was starting to pick up on something. I was like, why do I keep bouncing back and forth between the same top 2 offices? And so I thought about it, and I was like, okay, these are the top 2 offices, so that's a good thing, but why am I not going further to the next level, right? So finally came down to it, and I had a meeting with my supervisor, and I was like, all right, you know, I've been here for 6.5 years, I'm running one of the top offices, my office consistently performs, my people got promoted into management positions, like, I'm doing everything you guys want me to do here, right? So I'm like, what do I need to do to get to the next level? And they're basically like, well, there's only 8 of those positions available, you pretty much have to wait for somebody to either die, get fired, or leave. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, one, I don't want to wish death on anybody, so that's not very cool. Second of all, why would they leave that position? Because they're making 6 figures with all the same perks and everything like that also. And I definitely don't want anybody to get fired. I mean, you know, that's just not cool either. So I thought about it. I was like, all right, well, what am I going to do to make this happen? So about 2 weeks go by, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I was like, all right, so the 6.5 years I've been here, 6 of the people in those 8 positions were there whenever I got hired 6.5 years ago. All of them are in about their like upper 30s, lower 40s, so nobody's gonna be dying anytime soon, right? Unless they get hit by a metro or something. And then, so at this time, I decided I was gonna take it up a notch. So I met with my supervisor and my supervisor's supervisor. I'm like, all right, same thing. Office performs constantly, got people promoted to management positions, my guys do well. Everything you guys are gonna do at this point, what do I need to do? And that's basically whenever I feel like corporate America just like smacked me right across the face. And they're like, okay, well, if you don't like that option, you can take a demotion, back to entry level, lose your company car, and then start back over entry level in a different branch of the company. Like, that's an option? It's an option to you? So that's kind of the way that I looked at it, and I was like, so what am I going to just go buy a beater car, go back to making $30,000 a year, work my way back up again, just so the exact same thing can happen to me again. And then, so obviously I just right then and there, I was like, all right, well, we'll consider this my 2 weeks. Put my 2 weeks right then and there. Broke the news to my mom and dad. They thought I was absolutely insane. Girlfriend at the time, we were dating for about 6.5 years, which happens to probably be my expiration date. You haven't figured that out. We had a townhouse at the time. She thought the same thing. Thought I was nuts. Oh my God, how are we gonna pay the mortgage? This, that, and the other. So all that stuff was kind of crazy. And then this was actually the third place that I interviewed after that. And whenever I left that job, I basically told myself I will never, ever put myself in this position again, where my future's out of my control, where I'm just working a job, not a career. Basically, I don't know, the whole perceived like glass ceiling effect, you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna let somebody else be controlling my future and how much money I make and what I do with my life. So this was like the third place that I interviewed after that, and this is the exact opposite. It's performance-based, which is exactly what I'm looking for. There are no glass ceilings. You can take it as far as you want to. Like, I know Eric's goal is to have 63 offices. That's his short-term goal. At least I'm assuming it's short-term, but they're going to blow past that. I fully believe he's going to. And I intend to do the same thing. Folk organization right back there on that map. Preferably somewhere down south. We're not going to get into why. All right, so that's just a little bit about my personal story and everything like that, and how I got to this point. And I guess kind of, I just wanted to give some thanks, obviously. Thank you, Eric, very much for giving me this opportunity. I've learned so much from this guy. It's unbelievable. And I've followed all of his advice to a T. Eventually. Eric has a very good way of putting things, but then when you continue to not do what you're supposed to do, he has a very direct way of putting things, and that's usually what sinks in with me. But yeah, no, I can't say enough. Like, he's taught me so much, and I mean, just giving me the opportunity to meet so many good people, go on so many business trips, see places I've never seen. Like putting me in a position to sit down with millionaires, pick their brains, their minds. I mean, it's just incredible what this guy does for people. Obviously, I want to thank the admins, Caitlin, Pam. I love you guys. Like, you have no idea. No idea what you guys do for all of us and how much we appreciate it, and I can't even say enough about what you guys do day to day. Pam, I'm going to miss the hell out of you. Last night,
That's good.
Last night I actually had dinner with Pam and her boyfriend and her parents, and he came over. He made some really good Southern cooking, which was pretty cool. But the whole theme of the dinner, at least as far as I was concerned, was to try to neck him out and not take Pam away. So, yeah, I mean, God bless you going down to Texas, and we'll cross paths again, I'm sure. Definitely want to thank one of my head men in charge here, Mike, helping me keep this thing together and drive it forward. And, I mean, overall, obviously, my team. I mean, I think the hell out of you guys. Like, there's times whenever I can't even sleep because, like, I'm wondering what Dwayne's doing. How Dan over there ties his bow tie so nice. You know? But truly, guys, I mean, the way you guys came through for the push and everything like that is awesome. I love working with you guys every single day, and I look forward to working with you more in the future. My goals moving forward, while I'm still here, which is hopefully only a couple more months, nothing against you or anybody else, is to get us to #1 on FiOS. We got up to #3. It's not #1. I know we can knock it out. We got a lot of good-looking, talented people in here. Courtney, we're coming.
I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, so I want to get to #1. Want to get our head count up over 40. This office has been there before. I don't see any reason why it can't be again. And then obviously I want to promote out assistant manager before I go. My goals moving forward when I have my own office, first of all, I want to be in the top 5 within the first year of opening up my own office. I fully intend to have at least 2 outside promotions by the time my first year ends. And other than that, like I said, just want to put the Folk organization on the map. So time to blow this thing up. I'm not stopping in one office. The way I look at this is, like Eric said earlier, it's the end of the beginning. Now I'm in the game. Now I get a chance to play. So my only question really is who's coming with me, right? Let's make it happen. Thank all you guys, all my coaches, team, peers, everybody. I really appreciate it.